Okay, we are doing this. Hey guys, thought it was gonna be a little while before I did another haul vid. I'm still reeling a little bit from that bronze collection that I picked up, but I got the books sent out that I wanted to get sent out, and I just kind of started finding more books. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's start off with this one. We got DC Comics Presents number 49. This was cool. This is actually a yard sale find. There was like a box and a half of comics. Most of them were like the Dell, Looney Tunes and stuff like that. Some Archies, Richie Rich, and this was in there for $1. For $1. Yes, yes. Come to find out that the guy running the yard sale is actually a dealer, and he was just trying to unload some of his quote-unquote junk with these kind of torn up Archies and stuff. But somehow, some way, this was in there. It wasn't bagged or boarded in the box, so it was loose when I found it. So I saved it. I snatched it. It's mine. Yes. Oh, by the way, second modern appearance of Black Adam, I believe. I do believe. Third overall. Not a crazy expensive book, but could see some gains when we actually get some real momentum on Black Adam. So the appearance in the Shazam book is still definitely more valuable, a bigger key, but I can see that one going up in time. Quite easily. So for $1, hell yes. Okay, what do we got? This is more of a bookmark, so I know where I was. Picked that up on Wednesday. That's the Mark Brooks cover for Powers of 10. Haven't read it yet. Heard mixed things, but big fan of Mark Brooks. So decided that was the cover I was going to get. I will give it a read soon. That's the only new book I'm going to show from that store. But while I was there, I was digging through the back issues. Found this guy. That's Excellence #1 from Image. There was some option news on this a while back. Don't know where it stands now. I mean, there's every week there's a new Image book that gets optioned. You know, and how many of them actually turn into shows, but still, this book had some heat on it. I figured why not get it. I couldn't just leave it in the store, so I picked it up for cover price, and then cover B was there as well. It doesn't go for as much, but I thought it would be nice to have the set. So yeah, there's the B cover and the A cover. Excellent. I've heard that's actually a pretty good story, so I might actually just read these. If it pans out, if it turns into something, it's a bonus, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going to lose sleep if it doesn't, you know. And I think that's an important rule on all these speculation books. It's like, just enjoy the book. I mean, I get caught up in the spec stuff too, but here's another one. I'm going to read this, man. I'm going to read this. So I found that in the back issues as well. That's a pretty hot book right now, man. Farmhand #1, optioned by AMC, I believe. So again, another one of these optioned Image books. But this one's definitely seen some pretty healthy gains. So check your back issue bins. You'd be amazed what you could find, because I just found this last Wednesday, and this book's been talked about for like a couple weeks at least now, I think. So these books are out there. These books are out there, man. You know. So happy to find that. And then the last book on that trip, not an expensive book, but holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Adam Hughes. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I like seeing him do, you know? Beautiful. Beautiful. So, couldn't leave that behind. You know what, actually, you know what? You're getting promoted. And you're getting demoted. Sorry, Ashley Witter. But Adam Hughes just Took your place in line. Sorry. Okay. So the book that I went to the store initially for, because, you know, I'm all about that spec, I had to go to another store to get it. So that's Marvel Comics Presents #7. I don't know, second appearance of Wolverine's daughter, new daughter, potential daughter. I don't know, man. I don't care. I just didn't want this book to pass me by when I knew I could find a copy. And, you know, in case it blew up or something, I wanted to make sure I had one. So if it doesn't, it's no big deal. I got it for cover price. It's all good. So while I was there, I went through the back issues. Cheapy one here, but I never see this book. I never, ever see this book. This is the, what, second ongoing Moon Knight series? No, third? Second? Maybe it's volume 3. I don't know. You lose track with all the Marvel volumes. But this one, I never ever see this #1 issue. So I think I found that in the back issue bin for $2. So I wasn't going to pass it up. But I think it goes for a decent amount, actually. So maybe it is hard to find. And then I found this one on their wall. I think I paid just under... No, I paid $10 for this one. I paid $10, which I think is what it goes for. But I wanted to make sure I have one in my collection in case it blows up. Marvel Presents Bloodstone #1. First appearance of Mr. Bloodstone. Well, you can probably do without the Mr. But the Bloodstone from 2001, the Elsa Bloodstone, is the hot book. And there's been some spec on that character. Not a lot on this guy, so this is her father. But I figured it would probably be a good idea to get it while it's cheap, because the Elsa Bloodstone goes for, I think, like anywhere from 30 to 50 or something like that. So this book, like, some people know about it, but not a lot of people do. So if you can find it cheap, I would say grab it. It's not, you know, a major big spec book, but you know, it's still cool to get. So very happy. Very happy. Continuing on in their back issues. This is the one this made the trip for me. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Yes. Savage Tales #1 from, this is the 2007 series. Arthur Sudan cover. You know, how do you pronounce his name now that I think about it? You know, he does all the Marvel Zombies and stuff like that. But anyways, killer artist, and look at this cover. He nailed it on this cover. Oh my god. Holy. I got this for cover price, and I think it goes for, actually I don't know what it sells for, but I saw people asking like 30, 35, I think, online, so I think it's a pretty desirable book. I think I'm going to get it sent off to get graded, actually. Maybe signed, I don't know, but man, holy. Look at that. Look at that, Red Sonja. Oh boy, you're on the team. You're on the team. Okay, that was it for that store. Stopped by my local flea market. Only found 2 books, nothing crazy, but they were $1 a piece. Hellboy Seed of Destruction #1, that's the anniversary issue. Reprints the first Hellboy issue. And Marvel Age Annual #4, first appearance of Doom Patrol. Or no, not Doom Patrol. Yes, sir. First appearance of Damage Control. First appearance of Damage Control. Yes. Yes. Wasn't there some talk that Damage Control was going to get like their own show or something a while back? I mean, that sounds ridiculous. I don't know if I would want to watch that show, but they did make an appearance in Spider-Man Homecoming. But anyways, for $1, why not? These books were from last weekend. It was a different flea market. Kind of a weird mix of books this guy was selling, but finally found a copy of X-Men #4, first appearance of Omega Red. Got that for, I think, $4. Yeah, I mean, it's not an expensive book, but considering I didn't have one, I was more than happy with paying $4 for it. He had some modern books too. These were all $2. Amazing Spider-Man number 10, J. Scott Campbell variant. I skipped these next books when they were new, so I was happy to get them for $2. Supergirl 23 art germ, the foil. I love her eyes. I don't know if you're gonna pick it up on here, but the way her eyes kind of shimmer. Whoop, 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 whoop. I like it. And then number 19. Again, nothing crazy, but I was happy to add them for the price. We'll get through these. Oblivion Song number 1. Yeah, something happening potentially with that book. There's still lots of copies of this around. At least I saw a lot at my LCS last time I was there. They're kind of buried away, but I think it's still very easy to get this book. So wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to grab this if you can find it cheap. I hear it's a really good read, so you know. Okay. Next one, Free Comic Book Day book. Yes, I like paying for free books. It is what it is. But this is Civil War II. What is this? This is the first appearance of Ulysses Kane and the new Wasp, Nadia Pym. Not a crazy expensive book, but for a Free Comic Book Day book, I think I want to say it's like a $10, $15 book. Maybe. Canadian. You know, that changes things. And then, oh my goodness, this is the one that made it all happen for me. There, Spawn 61, first appearance of Jessica Priest, rumored to be the new female Spawn, I guess, in like an upcoming issue, something like that. Not really sure. 301. I haven't bought into the Road to 300 Spawn books, the Amazing Spider-Man homage covers. I don't know. I think maybe if the covers were more interesting, I'd be into it. But I'm just not digging the swipes, the homages, especially 300, because it's been done, man. Like they've already done that cover in the Spawn run. So I don't know, but I like getting the back issues. I was very happy to find this. I mean, this is a crispy copy. So if anything does happen with this character, I'm ready. Okay. Okay, now things get a little interesting. I had to go to a birthday party out of town. It was an hour drive this past weekend. I said I'm gonna go early because there's probably some shops to check out. I've never been to this one. I gave myself like 4 hours because I was like, just in case, you know, there's some bins to dig through, you know. Anyway, so I went. All these books that I'm about to show, $200 is what I paid. $200 even for all these books I'm about to show. Okay, let's go. First book. Not a. I like how I say I spent $200 when I show this, but you'll see why I spent $200. But War of the Gods #1. This book was hot for a minute. I think it's cooled off considerably since then. But what is this? First appearance of Cersei? Supposed first appearance? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, like I said, doesn't go, I don't think, for as much as it was like a month ago, but I don't know, still a cool book. Might come back around, who knows. There's some nice posters inside. If nothing else happens, I'll put some posters on my wall. I'm kidding, I won't do that. They're staying in the book. And then I picked up this one. These are all dollar bins. I'm getting the dollar bins out of the way first before we get to the, you know, the main event, right? These are the prelims right now. Morbius #1 from his ongoing series in the poly bag with the poster and the 90s goodness. The reason I picked this up is because if you guys didn't know, the Blade #1 from like 1998 has shot up. So I thought, could the same thing happen with Morbius? This is the dollar bin book all day long, but who knows? It's difficult for a lot of people to get ASM 101, and even the Fear 20, you know what I mean, is still kind of a bigger book. And if Blade number 1 from 1998 can jump and pop, then this book sure as hell can. Okay, so I'm not saying go out and buy 20 copies. I'm just saying if you got an extra $1 and you see it in the poly bag, you know, consider it. You know. Okay, talked about that book way too long. Continuing with the dollar books, Daredevil 241. Just an early McFarlane project. He did work on the inside, so you know, for those McFarlane fans, nice book to have. Justice Society of America #1. First appearance of Jesse Chambers, aka Jesse Quick, aka Girl Flash. Yes. Okay. Good find for $1. It doesn't go for as much as I thought, but I think it's still a good book to find for $1. Marvel Age #8. Got a little Stan Lee on the cover. Yeah, we're not really picking away at that 200 yet, are we? But actually, no, this goes for a little bit, you know, just because Stan's on the cover. I would have liked to have found the photo cover, but it was not there. But I'll settle for that. Good old Stan Lee. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit better now. We're starting to get a little bit. Shade the Changing Man #1. First appearance of Shade the Changing Man. You know what? Yeah, first appearance of Shade the Changing Man. There it is. Right on. Okay. Next up, Marvel 2-in-1. The Thing and Starhawk. The Coming of Her. So this is another. Man, so Warlock's first appearance fiasco is confusing enough, but hers is confusing kind of too, okay? And so this is the first appearance of her as, is this Kismet? She's like Paragon, and then Kismet, and then Aisha. Anyways, we'll get back to that, but this is another one of those first her issues. You know, man, God, why they gotta make it so confusing? Or maybe we do as the collectors, eh? What is going on with this book? I can't remember why I bought this book exactly, because I know it's the first appearance of Lockheed, who is Kitty Pryde's faithful companion, the little purple dragon. I brought a visual, actually, yeah, I brought a visual aid, so you guys can see the little purple dragon there. Kitty Pryde. There he is. Yep. BFFs. So it's the first appearance of Lockheed, but I could swear there's something else going on with this book, and it might be a connection to House of X or Powers of 10. If anybody knows, please fill me in, because I think I knew once upon a time. By that I mean 3-4 days ago, and I've since forgotten. But either way, you know, nice X-Men book, small first appearance. Yeah, going in the PC. What else we got? Lower grade, but Adventure Comics 428, first appearance of the Black Orchid. Presents pretty well, but you've got some major creasing up here, and you've got a couple ticks along the spine. But I think when I break this down, because he gave me a kind of a lump deal on all these, so if I factor the percentage on which I paid versus the cover price, I think I ended up paying $3.50 for this book. So, you know, can't really complain for that. Can't really complain. Stand up. Oh, the Milers don't want to stand, eh? God damn it. Okay, Green Lantern 48, first appearance of Kyle Rayner. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Actually, I will mention something that's connected after I show this. Stars and Stripe 0, first appearance of Stargirl, or at the very least, if you want to get technical, first appearance of Courtney Whitmore. who becomes Stargirl. But this is essentially it. This is the book that you want to get, I think. It's one of those technicalities where she shows up I think 4 years later or something like that. I think this was 1999, 2009. I forget. Anyways, there's a book like 4 years after this one, where I think she officially becomes Stargirl. But like I said, this is the one you want. This book's heating up. Her show is going to be coming to the DC Universe service if they continue to operate. Anyways, hopefully they're not filming near a swamp in Louisiana, or else we won't get more than one season of the show. But one interesting thing I found out about the Stargirl show is that it's supposedly supposed to feature the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott. So, hey, if you can go out and get that Golden Age first appearance of Green Lantern, spec pick, yeah, good luck with that. But there you go. There's that connection to 48. So, yeah, this was, I think, equaled out to, what would I have paid for this? This would have been about $8 Canadian, and it's an easy 9.8. If there was ever a 9.8 that I could show you from my collection, it's this book. So I'm probably gonna get it sent off. I gotta do a modern submission here soon. So that's actually one of the reasons I'm doing this video right now, because I want to get some of these books gone to grading, not out of my collection. Low grade. Don't be confused. But still, I think this would have been like like $7. Strange Tales 126, first appearance of Dormammu and Clea. Yes, her. Like I said, low grade. The book's pretty beat, pretty dirty, but I wanted a copy, and it was there. I was getting a deal on top of some, the fact that these books were already pretty fairly priced. Wasn't gonna leave it there for that price. Wasn't gonna leave it there. So, gotcha. Yes. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better now. We're getting a little better. This is Wonder Woman number 7, first appearance of the new Cheetah. Going to be featured, not supposed, going to be featured in the Wonder Woman 84 movie. The cool thing is the movie talk, the Wonder Woman 84 movie talk kind of cooled down because it got delayed and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, this book was really hot not too long ago. It's kind of cooled off a little bit. It's still kind of a pricey book, but I figured what a perfect time to grab it, because I think it's going to end up paying off. So very happy to add that book to the collection, nice and crispy. Yes. I would like to get the Silver Age appearance too, where Wonder Woman's like swinging her by the tail on that purple cover. I almost got one last week at auction, but I lost out. Okay, what else we got? We got Giant Size Defenders number 3, first appearance of Korvac, supposedly one of the big baddies in the Phase 4 MCU spec, and I don't even know like what he's attached to as far as like which movie or character in the movies, so I'm getting a Galactus vibe, but that's just me, who knows. But definitely a hot book to get. So first appearance of Korvac. We are still going. We're not at 200 yet. No. Okay, here we go. So like I was saying earlier, this is Incredible Hulk Annual number 6, first appearance of her. This is the first, okay? So first appearance of her as Paragon, okay? Then first her as Kismet. We're going in chronological order, so this is years later. And then for visual reference, first her as Aisha, okay? All right. if that's not confusing enough, I'm sure they'll bring her back with another name, yeah, you know, that's how they like to do it. So maybe not quite as confusing as the Warlock appearances go, but if you want the first official appearance of her, it's this book here. So, and you know, I was thinking about this because I bought this book, you know, just recently, so I was kind of thinking about Warlock and Aisha, because I think she was Aisha in she was referred to as Aisha in Guardians 2, I believe, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie. And we know Warlock's coming for Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. I mean, I think that's a pretty foregone conclusion. And in turn, I would assume that Aisha will be involved in that story, given that she's the creator. And it could be that she has a larger role. You know, she could be the one of the main antagonists in that movie. So, if you can find it at a decent price, not a bad book to pick up. Yes, happy to have it. Yeah, okay. So, and then, oh yeah, we're not 200. This is what brought it up. This was the book that got me rolling. Oh baby, oh baby. So, yes, Sandman #1, first appearance of Morpheus. Hot book alert. I picked up number 8 a couple weeks ago. First appearance of Death. Didn't think I was gonna find this one at a fair price. I thought those days were gone, but turns out, I just don't know if they knew about the news on this book. So I ended up getting this for, let me do the math, 65 Canadian, 65 Canadian, and it's the only thing is this corner here. You see that in that corner? Yeah, you can see it. It's a little fuzzy. That's the only thing. But otherwise, we're nice and crispy. We're nice and crispy. So happy to have that one. So I got number 1 and number 8 now. It'd be great to find a nice copy of number 4, but hey, if it crosses my path, I'll jump on it. But otherwise, I'm happy to have what I have. And they're both getting sent off to get graded. 100%, 100%. Maybe even later today. Maybe even later today. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a good show, man, on Netflix. Oh, man. Yes, yes. Oh, so happy. Okay, that was it. That was the $200. So like I said, the Sandman is the one that kind of really brought it up. But I thought overall, all those books for that price was pretty fair. Actually, hold on. No, there's more. There's more. There, I forgot. Wow. There's more books from that little haul. I think I have a new addiction. These horror mags. Oh my God, I'm just falling in love with these things. Picked up Eerie number 98. The covers on these things just amaze me. But this one might be my favorite book in the haul. Not an expensive book, but look at that cover. Eerie number 95. The Rook and Vampirella crossover. She's shooting a laser gun at some sort of Romulan vessel looking thing. You got some Cylons getting in on the action. Yeah, there's just a lot happening. This is a beautiful cover. I love this cover. I'm so happy to have this. So, like I said, they're not expensive books. So I think I'm actually gonna start going after these. You know, because it seems like you can get them pretty cheap if you can find them. The big thing with these, I think, is the condition. You know, because they are oversized. A lot of them weren't bagged and that sort of thing. So. But yeah, I love those, man. I love those covers. Love them. Okay, and then I finished at that store. I had another hour before I was supposed to arrive at the party. So I stopped into this like video game pawn shop kind of thing. It had everything. It had action figures, and in the back it had a bunch of long boxes of random comics. There was no order. it was just a mess. They probably had like 2,000 to 3,000 books. Yeah, probably 3,000 books. The problem was that they were having a Magic the Gathering tournament back there, so it was like impossible to get to half the books. I was going through. I wasn't really finding anything. I found some Gen 13s that were okay, and none of the books were priced. I asked, they said, okay, all the books are $2. I said, okay, well, hopefully I can find something. I go through like half the boxes that I can actually access. Didn't find anything, and I'm getting kind of near the end. I'm ready to give up, and I find a Silver Surfer number 69. And I'm like, oh, okay, so if they got 69, I keep going, and there's like an 84. I'm like, okay, all right. And I go to the next box, nothing. And now I'm at like a 45-degree angle. If I'm not 6 foot tall, like I'm 6 feet. If I was any shorter, I wouldn't be able to get to the box. So I'm at a 45-degree angle, leaning over this guy playing Magic the Gathering, and I managed to scoop this out of there. Yes, yes. Silver Surfer number 81, first appearance of Tyrant. Yes. What is he attached to? I don't know, but he's rumored as a Phase 4 villain, and this book went from being a $1 book to I want to say like a $40, $50 book, something like that, like overnight. I don't know, it happened really fast, but either way, I was able to scoop that up for $2. And I just gave up after that. I didn't want to go through any more boxes. It was loud back there. They were very passionate players. They were very into what they were doing, and I can't say that they were wearing Armani cologne. But it was gratifying to walk away from that place with something, because like I said, I went through like 1,500 books and didn't find anything. But when I started finding those Silver Surfers, I just kind of had a feeling that this was in there, and sure enough it was. So worth it. Okay, I think that's all the... Yes, that is all the books. All right. Well, maybe we'll see you guys again sometime. Probably. I don't know. I'm not trying to like cool down on the buying, but I keep finding stuff. So, but we'll see. I'm kind of on a bit of putting myself on a spending freeze right now. So, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, until next time, guys. Peace.